Hello everybody. In this video I will show you how to sort of approach both the module every week and also how to use MyLab as part of that module. So to start with, let's make sure that to see that we are on the home page again in our Canvas site. And as you can see here in the front, I've got a couple of I'd say paragraphs here. One of them deals with week 0 module, which is the orientation itself, and then you have a week 1 module, which leads you to the module that addresses the content for this week 1. Now, if I keep going, I can obviously click on this link and go over to the week 1 module, but I can also do it via these links down here under modules, or I can just go generally to modules on the left side as well. Either one of those will get you to the same place. Now, I think it's better to come to the module section because it shows you where you are in the context of the whole quarter. In this case, obviously we are in weeks 0 and 1 combined in the first week. So I'm going to go to week 10, the week 1 module, which is chapter 10. And so at this point, I'm assuming that you already have gone through all of the pages that are part of the week 0 module, the orientation module itself, which includes that you review all these videos, you know how the class is set up. You also do a check-in in your brief bio. If you don't do this check-in, then you will not be able to move on to week 1. So make sure that you actually check in and do your little bio. There's also a couple of discussion threads you can use for different reasons. This one is for questions regarding the orientation itself, and then this one, virtual office hours, is for administrative type of questions that are public, that you want them to be public over the quarter. You can come back here and I'll check this once or twice a week. And so once you go through this initial module 0, you'll be able to then move on to the week 1 module. And as you can see, most of the modules will be structured in the same way. You have a week 1 overview page. You have to then click on this and basically attend. This is very not non-substantial type of work here. This actually you just check in for your week each Monday, preferably, and maybe Tuesday at the latest, or you will not get your point for the week for attendance. And then you start the actual lesson. And so there will be a chapter 10 lesson and homework review, and I'll show you that in a second. And then you've got reading, homework, and then other discussion forums. You can submit your required class participation to any of these discussion threads, and that will count. You're done. It has to be done before the deadline each week, or it will not count. Once you go through the lesson and well, that's all you need to do really. You can do this either before or after you actually do the deliverables, which are here. So let me just show you what this looks like. Let me go through the sequence here. I'm going to go through week 1 overview. And this is what it looks like. It has information about how to approach the class, very administrative type of information, which this also will actually be part of what you see as your announcement each week, giving you the agenda for those weeks, or for that week. And so it will be the same thing actually, and this also is reflecting the same information as you will see in the syllabus in your class calendar. And so you click next. Here's where you enter here for your attendance. It's very simple. You just basically, your view is different than this one, but you will see a button. You go in there. You type here and you submit and you're done. Then you move over to the next one. This is the actual lesson. Here are some of the learning objectives for chapter 10. The tab on top will lead you to a little more detail below or underneath each of those learning objectives. Here are the actual lecture notes and the homework. So I created Google Sites that are external to Canvas. So if you click on that, you'll be able to see the actual lecture notes. So this is lecture notes for chapter 10. and you can go, to each of these, and you'll see that they have some outlines, some notes that are part of the lesson, and some videos that explain their various calculations or concepts in each of those lecture objectives. Now, these are all aligned to the learning objective sections in the chapter in your textbook. And so that's how I would suggest you do this. You read the textbook, come here to these lecture notes as needed, and review these videos as needed, and then there's actually more down here for each of these. And then once you do that, you probably have the foundation for actually doing the reading check, the quiz itself. So if you go back to the lesson here inside of Canvas in the module, you can go next, and this is where you can submit, by replying here, you can submit your question or your comment on the chapter to comply with the class participation requirements. Or you can do more than that, just more than one. Here's the one, same thing for the homework instead, if you have some question about the homework. And then now notice that as soon as I go to the next thing, to the next page, I get the window within which I can actually take the reading check. So I can just directly do this and click on that. It will feed me the test that comes from my accounting lab. You don't have to navigate to my lab to do this. It's all within the module. And so once you're done, you submit, you can just move on to the next page. And there you will see a similar page or screen as for the reading check. In this case, it's the homework. Homework 10, notice that it gives you homework 1017, homework 1018, which is these are the items that are listed in the class calendar. And these are the same problems that you will see back in my lecture notes. If you go now and do the homework review page, which is also linked from the module, you see here is the same ones. 1017 is there, 1018 is there, and if you click on any of these, you will get some answer keys that relate to that problem. And so, these are actually my notes, and this actually comes from the publisher. So it's a combination of my notes and some of the publishers. At times, I also include videos and other things within these homework answer keys. So you can actually use these keys to learn how the problems are solved. And once you're done, you go back to the module, and again you come back to the homework 10 page here, and then simply take the homework assessment. And so you do this, and even here, while you are taking the problem, you can actually have other resources underneath this button here, especially that help me solve this. It's really, really useful. I highly recommend that you use these to learn how to solve these problems, in addition to the module answer keys. There's also demo docs sometimes, and again, same kind of deal. They show you how to solve problems. So the problem inside here, the numbers that they give you here in MAL for the homework for this chapter are the same problems but with different numbers. That's it. And so once you're done, you can just submit, and you're set. And so you move on to the next page, and you can submit any other questions you might have. And now you go towards the end of the module. I just summarize what you learned, and I preview the following week. And this has to change. This is not the right content for this class at the moment, but I'll change that. And you're now in week number 2, and that's how you approach that class in total each week. And so as you can see, here's module for week 1, here's a module for week 2, and so on. And so, as you see, also one more thing is actually in some of these modules, you will have links to the exams as well. And there's a pre-exam discussion thread and a post-exam discussion thread. And there will be more information on how to take exams as we go through the quarter. Hope this was helpful, and enjoy.